Have you ever wondered how some people are making thousands of dollars a month just by selling simple coloring books on Amazon? It sounds too good to be true, right? But here's the thing. It's not just possible, it's actually happening. And not only that, these books are often created with free tools, minimal design skills, and just a little bit of know-how. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a professional-looking coloring book using Canva and some clever AI tools, and publish it directly on Amazon KDP, ready for customers all over the world to buy. You don't need to be a designer, you don't need fancy software, and you definitely don't need to spend hours drawing each illustration by hand. This is about working smart, using the tools available in 2025 to create something people actually want and turning that into real passive income. So here are a few questions you'll have answered by the end of this video. What's the best size and format to use for your coloring book in 2025? How can AI help you generate cute and original illustrations? And how do you make sure your book is accepted by Amazon and looks professional? Hi, I'm your host from Publish to Profit. And here we take the guesswork out of digital creation so you can start building income streams that actually work. If that sounds like your vibe, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This is just the beginning. We've got plenty more content coming your way. All right, let's jump in and start creating a coloring book that actually makes money on Amazon KDP. Before designing anything, it's important to know what sizes are actually selling well on Amazon KDP, because not all coloring books perform the same. One simple way to find out is by searching coloring books for kids on Amazon. Open the top listings, scroll to the product details, and you'll notice most bestsellers use a square format, 8.5 by 8.5 inches. It's compact, easy for kids to handle, and very print-friendly. Choosing the right size gives your book a better chance of being taken seriously by both Amazon's algorithm and real buyers. Now here's where the technical part comes in. If you want your artwork to reach the edges of the page without white borders, you'll need to design with bleed. Instead of 8.5 by 8.5, we'll use 8.625 by 8.75 inches to include the bleed area. You'll also want the correct margins. For books under 150 pages, Amazon recommends 0.375 inches on all sides. These details may sound small, but they make a huge difference when it's time to upload. A tiny mistake here could get your file rejected, so let's get these specs right the first time and make your upload process super smooth. Now that we know our dimensions, 8.625 by 8.75 inches with bleed, it's time to set up the Canva file correctly so everything prints perfectly on Amazon KDP. Open Canva and click Create a Design. Choose Custom Size, switch the units to inches, and input the width as 8.625 and the height as 8.75. Then click Create New Design. Next, let's make sure we don't accidentally place anything too close to the edge. To do that, we'll use guides to mark the 0.375-inch margin all the way around. Here's a quick shortcut. Press R on your keyboard to insert a rectangle. Then go to the Position tab and set its size to 0.375 by inches. Place it in the top left corner of the page. Now, drag out a guide from the top ruler and snap it to the edge of the square. Do the same from the left ruler. Repeat this for all four sides to mark the safe zone. Once you're done, delete the square. Now go to File, View Settings, Lock Guides, so they stay in place and don't move while you're working. This setup ensures that your design won't get rejected or look off-center when printed. Quick reminder, only let background designs or borders go into the bleed area. All important text and main graphics should stay inside the margins. Following these steps now will save you time and headaches later during the KDP upload process. So now that our Canva file is clean, safe, and ready, it's time for the fun part. Generating your illustrations. Now comes the fun part, making the actual illustrations for your coloring book. And no, you don't need to be an artist or hire one. Thanks to AI, you can generate unique, high-quality graphics that look like they were professionally hand-drawn, perfect for a coloring book. You've got two solid options here, Canva's Magic Media and ChatGPT with DALL-E. Let's start with Canva. Inside your Canva editor, go to Elements, scroll to AI Tools, and select Generate Your Own under the Graphics tab. Type your prompt, something like monoline cartoon cat for coloring book. Set the aspect ratio to 1:1 and choose a clean line art style like monoline or sketch. After a few seconds, Canva will generate several options. Click the one you like and it'll be added directly to your canvas. But if the result isn't quite right, here's a pro move. Head to ChatGPT with DALL-E built in. You'll often get better line quality and more child-friendly illustrations. You can ask for simple outline illustration of a cat for kids coloring book. No shading, no color, white background. And boom, you've got a clean image. If the image has a border or background you don't like, just crop it or use Canva's background remover if you have Canva Pro. Then here's a neat design trick. Instead of using the AI's border, create your own using a rounded black outline that aligns with your margins. It'll look cleaner and more consistent across pages. Repeat the process by swapping the animal in your prompt, cat, dog, panda, lion, etc. In just a few minutes, you'll have a full collection of cute illustrations ready to go. Now that you've got your adorable illustrations, it's time to put everything together into your actual coloring book layout. Open your Canva document and start dragging your graphics onto the right-hand pages. This is key. For KDP coloring books, you always want the left page to be blank and the right page to contain the illustration. Why? Because when kids color, it prevents the ink from seeping through to the next design. It's a small touch, but it shows professionalism, and parents notice that stuff. To keep everything aligned, use the same border or frame on each page. That gives the entire book a polished and consistent look. You can even round the edges slightly for a softer, more kid-friendly vibe. The first interior page should be a welcome or name page, something like, "This book belongs to," with a few lines for the child to write their name. You can use a playful font and maybe include a few small illustrations around the edges. From there, just duplicate the pages, swap in your next animal, and build the full sequence. Aim for 25 to 50 illustrations, depending on how thick you want the book to be. That's enough to feel substantial without being overwhelming. The interior's done, now let's create an eye-catching cover that sells. First, go back to Amazon KDP and use their cover calculator tool to get the exact dimensions for your book. You'll enter your trim size, 8.5 by 8.5 inches, and the number of pages. Make sure to select bleed and paperback, then download the cover template they give you. Next, head to Canva and create a new design. Use the custom dimensions provided by KDP. For a typical 50-page book, the size will be around 17.48 by 8.75 inches. Upload the cover template and use it as a background guide. Drag out rulers to match the spine and bleed lines, then lock your guides and delete the template. Now for the design part. Pick one of your best illustrations and colorize it using ChatGPT's image editor or a simple tool. This helps it stand out as a full-color cover. Add a fun, kid-friendly title like Animal Cuties, using a bold, playful font, something like Lolita 1. Use Canva's text effects like outlines or curves to make your title pop. Then add a subtitle at the bottom and maybe a few colored illustrations around the main image for variety. Your front cover is done. All right, now that your book is designed inside and out, it's time to upload it to Amazon KDP and get it ready for sale. First, head over to kdp.amazon.com and log in or create a free account. Once you're in, click Create and select Paperback. Start by filling in your book's details. Title, make it simple and fun, like Animal Cuties. Subtitle, you can add something like a fun coloring book for kids ages 3 to 8. Author name, use your real name or a pen name, totally up to you. For the description, I like using ChatGPT. Just tell it your book's theme, page count, age group, and keywords. Then paste the result into the description field. Next, select I own the copyright and No for explicit content. For categories, go with children's books, animals, and maybe a second one like nonfiction activity books. Now for keywords. Again, ChatGPT is your friend here. Ask it for long-tail keywords based on your niche, like funny cat coloring book for toddlers or farm animal activity book. Paste those into the keyword fields. Click Save and Continue. Then choose Black and White Interior. White paper 8.5 by 8.5, trim size, bleed, yes. Cover finish, glossy. Upload your interior PDF and your cover PDF. Then under AI declaration, select that your book contains many AI-generated images with minimal or no editing. Finally, click Launch Previewer to double-check everything. If all looks good, click Approve and move to the pricing step. Let's go over that next. Now it's time to price your coloring book and hit Publish. After you approve your preview, Amazon KDP will calculate your printing cost. For most black and white books under 100 pages, the cost is around $2.15 to $2.50. Your minimum list price will show up just below, usually somewhere around $4.75. But don't stop there. You want to make a profit, right? Do a quick search on Amazon to see what other books in your niche are selling for. Most children's coloring books are priced between $6.99 and $8.99, depending on the page count and quality of the content. A good starting price is $7.99. It keeps your book affordable while giving you a decent royalty on every sale. Amazon shows your exact royalty breakdown on the right side, so you can test different price points and see what you'll earn. For territories, you can leave it on all territories. This allows Amazon to sell your book worldwide. If you'd like a physical copy to check quality before going live, click Request Proof. Just keep in mind that proof copies will come with a watermark on the cover. Once you're ready, hit Publish your paperback book. Now Amazon will take about 72 hours to review and approve your book. If everything looks good, it'll be live on the Kindle store, ready for customers to find and buy. And that's it. You've officially created a KDP coloring book that can start making you money. If you found this helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to Publish to Profit. I've got more tutorials coming up, especially one on how to create KDP cooking books, so stay tuned.